Welcome to episode 41 of Tools in the Hall. I have to warn you, you're not in for the greatest of experiences tonight because it's 2:10 a.m. right now on February 12th. This is the day this video's going live, so I'm under the gun. I didn't have any video lined up for today. I just got a big shipment in yesterday, Saturday, and I wasn't feeling very well at all for the rest of that day, so it was crunch time for me, and I didn't know the best way to handle it. Do I stay up late when I'm feeling a little bit better and shoot the video, or do I go to bed, then get up and do a live stream or something like that? I didn't have enough time to shoot the video if I were to do the live stream, so I just said, you know what? I'm going to stay up, be bleary-eyed. Maybe I don't know where I am right now, but that's okay. I understand what I have for tools around me, so you're going to get the cut rate 2-bit edition of a tool haul. We're going to be, and stick around for later because I'm doing something special now that I did in my last tool haul. I have some very special tools that I'm going to show you more toward the end, some stuff that'll play better with the YouTube algorithm than what the rules state. So stick around for some interesting stuff that is that's related to our business and how we see. That's what I mean. I'm not going to understand half of what I'm saying, so bear with me. I'm not going to edit this because it will take too long to shoot it, then edit it, then watch the whole thing again, then render it, then post it. So it's going to be a tool haul video adventure, and you're in for a ride. So buckle up. Here we go. Best tap and die set ever made, or best tap and die set ever made. And I don't say that because I sell Gearwrench. I say it because I truly believe that they are the most superior set on the market. I do have access to tap and die sets from other brands, including Irwin, which manufactures for Mac, and they used to manufacture for Maco. They used to manufacture for Snap-on, but those arrangements have changed. So I am familiar with that set, and I know for a fact that this set from Gearwrench is much better because it has more sizes of taps and dies, and it has a way better ratcheting tap wrench than you'll find in the Irwin set. The Irwin set has the smaller ones where you just turn the handles to move the little square holder for the tap, and then you go hand over hand to turn your taps. Because the wrenches on here are ratcheting, there's a pass-through design, and you can palm the wrench and you can move it incrementally without having to do the hand over hand stuff. So you can keep it more stable. You can keep them flatter when you start your thread. And this has plug and taper taps in them. And I have a whole tutorial on this set and how to use it. You can check out my other videos for that. And lifetime warranty covers everything in this set. It's got 114 pieces. And the difference between this and the Irwin primarily is Irwin says they have 117 pieces, but a lot of those pieces are drill bits. They don't have the larger size taps and dies. But this one from Gearwrench goes up to 18 millimeter on the metric size side and 3/4. Sorry, it's 3/4 on the standard side. So it has way larger sizes and a much more comprehensive selection than you'll find in the other sets. Great set. The price on this one, I have to look it up, but it's $450-ish, somewhere in there, which is $100 less than what the Irwin one goes for. So if you want to save yourself some money and still get yourself in a superior set, look at this one. The part number, if you need to look it up, is 82812. Our good friend Larry B. You have seen Larry leave comments on videos, and he has participated in our live chats. So I appreciate Larry. Good guy. Just the nicest fella you'd ever want to meet. Funny and good customer. I sent in for repair for him a Snap-on digital torque wrench. This one just came back. This is their flex head version. And this one, I believe, does angle if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I believe this is one that does angle, and it... Sorry, I have a cat hair on my face. This is one that does angle, beats, lights up, and vibrates when you hit your target torque. High quality. Snap-on's torque wrenches are made by a company called CDI Torque that Snap-on bought a few years ago. Snap-on used to have their torque wrenches manufactured by Precision Instruments, but that arrangement changed, and Snap-on bought a company that does it. So this stuff is very good quality. Is it better than the Gearwrench ones? I don't think so. I see very similar offerings from Gearwrench. I sell the Gearwrench torque wrenches almost exclusively, except if someone wants a split beam one, or if they want something made in the US, I can offer Precision Instruments, which used to manufacture the ones for Snap-on. So the digital torque wrenches that I sell are the Gearwrench ones. They're about half the price of the Snap-on ones, and they seem to be just as reliable and just as accurate. So if you're shopping around for a torque wrench and you get on Snap-on's truck, before you go thinking that that price is normal for the cost of a good digital torque wrench, look at Gearwrench, and I promise you will like what you see. I sell so many of their digital ones, and I've never had a problem with them. They're very, very reliable, and guys are really happy that they saved as much money as they have with them. If you work on large trucks or buses, you need these Davco filter wrenches. These are the wrenches that take off the retainer ring on the Davco fuel filters. This is 6 inches in diameter. They have one that's 8 inches in diameter, and they also have a wrench in here for, there you go, wrench down here for the vent cap. So this takes off the retainer ring, this takes off the vent cap, and I've never sold an 8-inch one. I don't know anyone who works on 8-inch Davco filters. This is the one that I sell to truck and bus technicians. It's extremely thick. You'll never bend this. And when you compare this to the thinner ones that bend very easily and then become useless when you do bend them, these will last you forever. Outstanding value. They're like $40. They always have them on sale on the flyer, and you can't go wrong with them. They're from Lisle, and if, excuse me, if you need the part number, it's 61110. I had a repair of a cordless copper tubing cutter come back from Milwaukee. This I sold to a fellow a little while back, and it has a 5-year warranty on it, and we had to take advantage of it. Easy enough. If you're dealing with Milwaukee for warranties, there is no company on the face of the planet that makes it easier than Milwaukee to get any repair in or out of warranty done. They have an online portal you can use. You just punch in some information. They give you all the information you need to ship it to them, and then you wait, and then they ship it on back. And it's very fast, very reliable. There have been occasions when Milwaukee has made a mistake or two on an order. Sometimes they've lost some stuff, or they thought they shipped something they didn't ship. It has never been more difficult than us making a phone call and saying, hey, we didn't receive this. And they'll say, no problem, we'll make it right, we'll get it out to you. So I really love Milwaukee for a lot of reasons, but their service after the sale is truly pro grade. And that's one of the reasons why their tools are so popular, because they're so easy to take care of afterwards. I sell boots, and because I sell boots from Blundstone, this is the brand that I'm carrying, I also sell socks. These are the ones from Dickies. These are, they're really nice, cushy compression socks. Very comfortable. They're a cotton poly spandex blend, and we're doing 6 pairs for, I think, $25. I use these myself every day. They're very, very comfortable. They do a really good job of wicking moisture away from your feet. So even when you're wearing leather boots all day long, your feet don't get clammy and gross in these socks. They are worth every penny. Vim has these wrench extenders. This is the 15-inch long one, and you slide the beam of your wrench in here, and then, I can't see what I'm doing, and then this grabs onto the wrench, if you can imagine that, and then you have your wrench coming out of here. So it gives you an extra 15 inches. It is much safer than using a second wrench or a cheater pipe. I recommend this for safety reasons alone. It really is important to take your health seriously in your job, and getting a nice tool of refinement like this to reduce the risk of injury because you're eliminating the slippage that can occur if you just put two wrenches together to do that. Do yourself the favor. These are on sale for $62.99. It's worth it. And they look pretty sweet too. I mean, it looks nice in your box. And it's no joke to say that if you buy one of these and you show other people in the shop, other guys are going to buy them too. That's typically the way this works with these tools, is that a lot of people don't even know they exist. So when they see somebody with them, they go, oh, that's a great idea. I got to get one. And usually more guys in the shop then start buying the same tools. There is this one, and then also one from Mueller Cupes, which does not have this rubber comfort handle. Instead, it has a square drive hole on the metal handle, and you can attach a breaker bar to that. So you can extend your wrench extender even more if you need that much leverage. So the trade-off there is you don't get the square drive on this one, but you get a wider jaw, so you can fit a larger wrench than the Mueller one. It really doesn't matter of preference as to which one you want. They're both fairly inexpensive. This is on sale for $62.99. The Mueller one, I think, is $85. Do not be fooled. If you see the Mako one, they sell the same Mueller wrench extender with their brand on it, but Mueller manufactures it for them. I think their price is $150. Yes, it is twice what they're selling for on my truck. And, you know, because I'm a tool truck, I still have to charge more than anyone else. You know, other buying options that you have. So if you were to look online or find them somewhere else, it'll be even less than the $85 that I got them for. So shop around and don't pay an exorbitant amount of money for a tool that is worth, you know, half that or less, and still get outstanding quality. So that's my little word of caution, especially if you're new in the field. Shop around. Easy Red makes a neck light that most everybody seems to love and own. They make this same light for Matco, Cornwell, and a slightly different version for Snap-on, but Easy Red does make that light for Snap-on. I did a video on it about third-party branding and how prevalent it is, and most tool companies don't make their own stuff anymore, including Matco, Mac, Snap-on, and Cornwell. Although Snap-on does make a lot of their own stuff, they don't make everything, and they contract with other companies like Easy Red to make products for them. So another thing worth knowing in this business is if you're shopping for tools, you might think, well, you know, Matco's the greatest or Mac's the greatest or whatever it is. But knowing who actually makes their tools may show you that you can get the same excellent quality and the same excellent brands and the same excellent warranty and save yourself a ton of money, because so many manufacturers third-party brand their products for other brands. Gearwrench has an outstanding value in this 4-piece ratchet kit. This has a stubby 3/8 drive, a long 3/8 drive, a quarter drive, and a large 1/2-inch drive. All have flex heads on them. This is their 90-tooth gear in these. They do have a set of these that have their 120 XP heads. It's a considerably more money. This one's on sale right now for $164.99. And to get 4 pro-grade high-quality ratchets for less than $200, good price. Compare to ratchets from Matco, Snap-on, and Mac. A lot of guys don't like Cornwell's ratchets, they tell me. I haven't had any first-hand experience with them myself. I think Macs are pretty good. Snap-ons are excellent, but I think you'll find that they get a good run for their money when you compare them with the quality and the price of the Gearwrench ones. There is only one name in pliers when it comes to top-tier pliers, and that is Knipex, and they have this 3-piece Cobra pliers set. This has their 7 1/4, 10-inch, and 12-inch length Cobras in them. The features of the Cobra are they have this push button to adjust the jaw width, and there's I think 11 position adjustments there, and their jaws are shaped such that they can grip square, hex, round, and flat objects with ease. You get a lot of leverage out of this handle design. Lifetime warranty on them. They're made in Germany, and we all know how good the Germans are at engineering and manufacturing, and they carry those traditions right on to these pliers. outstanding set. Can you get other pliers for less? Absolutely. And will they serve you well? Sure. These guys put up with the duty cycles in a pro environment better than I think a lot of other brands do. So if you've got the money and you don't mind spending it on a quality set of pliers, look at Knipex. All they make are pliers. And they make side cutters and strippers and all kinds of specialty pliers. It's a brand worth looking at. I don't necessarily recommend them if you're brand new to the field. If you just need pliers, look at Irwin. Look at Vice. Irwin also makes vice grips, so look at Irwin. Look at the vice grip brand as well. And even K-Tool has some pretty good offerings. And Gearwrench has some excellent pliers as well. They have a 6-piece Pitbull plier set, which is very popular. That has side cutters, lineman's pliers, a regular set of slip joint pliers, and then 2 pairs of tongue and groove pliers in them. Nice comfort grip handles. They cost, for 6 pieces, you're going to spend about $30 less than what you'll spend on these 3 pieces from Knipex. There's other brands. I show you the Knipex ones because for guys who are advanced in their career, where they find the value in the money that they spend on Knipex, it's worth it to them. So it's something that you may want to consider. And if you're new, you may want to think about it and consider it later on. This little bit set from Sunex is, I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. This is not a bit set from Sunex. I thought it was because it's in the same size box. Man, this just came in. This has been on back order forever. This is an 8-piece pipe plug socket set. These are the square drive sockets for your pipe plugs. And they're 1/2-inch drive. Gosh, I think that the guy who ordered this from me forever ago, yeah. He since left his shop and he moved to another shop, so I don't even know if he's gonna still want them. I do still see him. I don't know if he's gonna still want these because he ordered them forever ago to work on his refuse trucks when he was working for a different company. So I'll have to see if he still wants them. This set covers 7/16, 1/2-inch, 9/16, 5/8, and they have a lifetime warranty on them. All Sunex hand tools do, even their impact tools do. And I'm a big fan of Sunex because the prices are so good on stuff. This set, they're specialty sockets, so they're pricier than normal sockets, $133. And compare that to an 8-piece pipe plug socket set on any other tool truck. And if you want to look for the same set for even less, you can find it on Amazon or some other online retailers. Just know that you're giving up after-sale service and perhaps warranty fulfillment when you buy from other retailers. So just make sure you understand what you're getting into when it comes to buying stuff from a non-tool truck retailer. If you buy from my truck, you're absolutely going to get 100% coverage on all your warranty stuff. And make sure that you get that from any other tool trucks that you deal with because you pay top dollar for this stuff. Make sure you are getting your money's worth in service after the sale from your tool guys. K-Tool's got some excellent offerings, and you see me brag a lot about some of their stuff. They have this great 4-piece ladies' foot pry bar set. And you see me show you this on some other tool haul videos. I think the current price on these is $65 for all 4. This short 6-inch one costs almost that amount by itself on the Snap-on truck. So if you're looking for probably the best value in lady foot pry bars, look at the K-Tool ones. Lifetime warranty on them. And I've never seen one break, though. I mean, they're a ladies' foot pry bar. It's not like you're going to be hauling on them like you would on if they were it's like a regular curve tip pry bar or something like that. So slightly different applications. They've got a taper tip for lining holes, and then the ladies' foot tip for prying. This is good utilitarian pry bar set. Lasts a good long time and fairly inexpensive. Got some more 84-piece socket sets in from Gearwrench. These are the Hex and Torx socket sets. You have seen very similar sets from Snap-on under the Blue Point brand. but those cost about $400. And you've also seen the Snap-on one, which has about half the pieces as this set does, and they're selling it for almost $1,000. I can't say that without laughing because it's so absurd. I even did a video on that one too, and that one was probably my best performing video because as I'm showing you the marketing tactics that they use, some people were flying to Snap-on's defense that set was absolutely worth $1,000 for 37 sockets. And okay, if it is to you, all the power to you. You can spend your money wherever you want. But holy moly, this set here costs I think $235. Lifetime warranty on everything. It's got the long ball end hex, long Torx, and has a whole array of standard and metric hex sockets in the short versions. All the Torx sockets, including the external Torx sockets too. So you are covered when it comes to hex and Torx bits in this one set. If you need the part number, it's 80742. Lifetime warranty covers everything in there. It's just an outstanding set. And they sell like crazy whenever I have them because the price is so good and the selection is excellent. These 90-tooth wrenches are what has replaced the regular Gearwrench wrenches that you've known from the mid-90s when they first came out with them. This is a standard set, and the size is around 1/4 through 1 inch. I like it because it's so comprehensive. A lot of wrench sets from other brands don't go up to 1 inch, and this one covers them all. And having the 90-tooth mechanism in these, they're a lot smoother, and you can get in tighter places because they have a smaller arc swing. Lifetime warranty on these, like all of Gearwrench's hand tools. And since they put them in this box, this is a much nicer package than what they used to package these things. And they used to just shrink wrap the wrenches in a trapezoid shaped wrench holder, and it was not attractive packaging. And wrench sets would sit on the shelf for a long time because they didn't really grab your attention. They didn't really stand out. And they were a little pricey. And then they changed their packaging. They dropped the price a little bit. They're in the flyer right now for under $200 for that set. And they sell like crazy because they're eye-catching and people see them, or they see them in the flyer and they like the pricing. And they sell way, way, way better now. I'm constantly restocking both the standard and metric sets because of that. Excuse me while I look around. I'm surrounded by tools because we had such a large delivery come in. Let's see what's next. Got a few Milwaukee things in. This is their 2-piece M12 set that has a 3-inch stubby impact and the 1/4-inch impact driver. It comes with 2 batteries, a 2 amp hour and a 4 amp hour battery, and it comes with an M12 charger and a nylon contractor bag. 5-year warranties on the tools, a 3-year warranty on the 4 amp hour battery, and a 3-year warranty on the 2 amp hour battery. You get a set like this, there's very few things you're not going to be able to do. The impact has some really good power, and it'll handle most moderate applications. And the 1/4 driver is just an outstanding little guy. They built some intelligence into them so they don't over torque your fasteners and start twisting screw heads off and stuff. So they were a little more refined and a little more elegant using these and just having something that's full power, full time whenever you pull that trigger. And for something like this, these 2-piece sets are particularly popular because they cover so many applications. If you were to get a set like that, and then say, a master 200-piece, bit set from Sunex or something like that, and some socket sets, man, you are covered. And you're like Captain Powerful all of a sudden because you feel like there's nothing you can't tackle. They're excellent sets. Combine that with the right bit and socket sets, and you are in business. OTC makes compression tester kits, so does Lang and some other brands. The nice thing about being an independent tool guy is I can shop brands, and Lisle also makes them. I'm a big fan of all those brands. I can't find one problem with anything that any of those brands make. So somebody says to me, hey, I need a compression tester set. All I've got to do is to look to see what's available, what the price is there something on sale, and I can offer them a number of things that would fit the bill and feel confident knowing that they're getting a high quality product. So this is the one from OTC. It has your gauge, 3 adapters, and different hose sizes and lengths in there. This is the compression tester kit that is good for automotive applications. Excuse me, and it's nicer, I think, and better built than a lot of ones I've seen from different brands that weren't the ones I mentioned, because they're all pretty high quality brands. When you buy a compression tester set on another tool truck like Snap-on Mako, those are usually made by Lang or OTC. I don't know if I mentioned Mighty Vac also makes them. So there's a bunch of different brands that have them. Shop around for the best price because you're not going to sacrifice anything in quality, and they're all built to a high standard. They all carry some degree of warranty depending on the company. Either one, usually it's about a year on these. You don't generally find lifetime warranties on compression tester sets. Usually it's about a year. So shop around when you're looking and compare your prices. And always ask your tool guy too, do they know who actually manufactures what they're selling? They may not, but it might be worth asking to help give you an idea of what's available out there and where else you might be able to find them if you think that you're not getting enough value from the tool truck. This came back from repair. This is the Ingersoll Rand 1-inch air impact. It had a bad trigger. Actually had a missing trigger, as a matter of fact, and the motor had low power. So they replaced the vanes in the motor, redressed the motor itself, and replaced the trigger. And we use, as a repair facility, a company called Power Tool Repair. They're in Ohio. I have done their tool repairs myself when it's easy enough for me to do. I don't fancy myself a repair technician. So if it's something that I can tackle fairly quickly and easily, it helps keep the cost down a little bit because I don't have to charge for shipping. And if we need parts, we order them from Power Tool Repair or PTR. And these guys are excellent. I'm a huge fan of theirs. And people have asked me in comments to videos, or sometimes they've just sent me an email or a text asking about air tool repairs and can I do it or who do I use? And I always refer them to PTR. Those guys are fast. They're very affordable, and if you ever have to call them to talk to them, very helpful, very nice. So big shout out to PTR. Love you guys, and thanks for taking care of this for us. Hold on. Noco has excellent jump boxes. These are the ones that I prefer over the solar boxes from Clore. You have seen those Clore boxes branded for Mac and Matco. I don't know who Cornwell uses, and I don't know who Snap-on uses for their jump boxes, but Clore is a very good manufacturer. The reason I prefer the Noco ones is because these are smaller and lighter for the same or even greater power output. For example, this one is rated for an 8-liter gas or 6-liter diesel engine. This is their GB70 model, and it puts out 2,000 peak amps. When you compare that to the Clore one, that's the next closest, theirs are rated for 1,700 peak amps. They're about the same price, and they're really, really heavy. These are very light. They have a power bank function. They have a light on them, so you have multiple functions out of the same unit. And for the size vehicles that they're rated for, you can't go wrong. They hold a charge for a good long time, and you get multiple jumps out of them. All right, kids, now it's tool haul after dark. It's time for the fun stuff. If you don't know, I am also a federally licensed firearms dealer. So we sell and we also transfer firearms for folks. and I got a request from a former tool customer and firearms customer if I could do a transfer for him. He had long since moved from the shop that I serviced him at, and I hadn't heard from him in a long time. But he dropped me a text the other day, asked if I was, still in the gun biz. I said yes, I am, and he had transferred to us, or rather shipped to us for transfer to him, a Jericho 941F 9mm pistol. I have never seen one before. I don't know if any of you have. Say if you have. So you can tell it's safe because this is out of battery because of the slide stop that has been put in there. And these are a hammer activated firing pin in there with an external safety. And this is a chambered 9mm with stainless finish and a black plastic grip. This guy here is, it's not that heavy. The grip is very comfortable on this one. It's kind of like a 1911. It has this tang on the back or the beaver tail, or whatever they call it, that sets very nicely in the web of your hand. And I gotta say that the grip on this is far more comfortable than a lot of other full-size pistols that I've held. I like the way it's not too thick. I like how your fingers can wrap easily around the front of the grip, and in your hand just kind of falls nicely. It even has the combat-style trigger guard there for your other finger to keep down the muzzle rise by adding some additional pressure there when you shoot. And I don't know, I kind of like what I see here. You can see the magazine well, and the action's open. It's just kind of cool. It looks completely functional. It has standard white dot sights on it. This looks like a cool gun. Be fun to take to the range and just, shoot a bunch. And for stuff like this, because it was purchased from a third party and just shipped to us for transfer, I don't necessarily know a whole lot about them. I don't know if this customer has a particular affection for these kinds of guns. Some guys like to collect guns that are manufactured in different parts of the world. This one is made in Israel, I believe. Jericho's in Israel, and I know guys that like to collect. Pardon me. That like to collect Eastern European guns or different eras of guns, stuff that's made prior to World War II or whatever. There's all kinds of reasons to collect different types of firearms, and this one here I thought was pretty cool. And I got one more. This one is a purchase from me. And this customer just purchased a 5.56 version of this gun. And then he came to me a couple weeks later wanting to buy the 308 version. So this is a Springfield This is the Saint. It's the Saint Victor AR-10 in 308. Has a collapsible stock, so you can adjust that for your preferred length to the trigger. You can tell it's safe because it has the action plug in it, and it is truly an AR in every sense of the word. We'll open it up though so you can see. Magazine well is clear, action is clear. Has an M-lock handguard on it, so you can attach all kinds of accessories to this. You can attach lights, lasers, you can even put a forward hand grip on it if you wanted to. And it has flip-up iron sights in the rear here and in the front. And it has a Picatinny rail along the top too, so you can even mount some optics like scopes and stuff like that if you wanted to. And the cool thing about designs like this, and it's pretty typical of ARs, is you can get all kinds of different scope and sight options for it. So if you want to put a scope here and you still wanted to use iron sights, you can get right side flip up sights, which mount to the Picatinny rail, but then they angled off at 45 degrees. So you can be using the scope and then flip the gun 45 degrees, and you still have an iron sight picture now without interference from the scope. And then you can go back to shooting with the scope if you want. So there's all kinds of different applications for these guns. This one is be cool for hunting, great for target shooting, or just having a bunch of fun with at the range. And I like how light they are. I love Springfield Armory for a lot of reasons. This is one of them. I love their XD series handguns. If you're into handgunning, you can look at their 9mm and 45 caliber XD series pistols because they're outstanding values. They're composite frame with metal slides, and their pricing is always around like $500, which I think is outstanding for the quality that you're getting. It's hard to beat Springfield. It seems like everything they make is this high quality. Other brands I'm a big fan of are Sig Sauer. I love Taurus. I think they're a fantastic a bargain price gun, and you see a very good quality firearms from them. And I'm a big fan of Glock too. I like the utilitarian approach that they take to their guns. They're very, very reliable. And they have a wide range of selections and calibers and styles, but they're all based on the same platform, so they're very easy to get to know, to disassemble and to reassemble, and a lot of good reasons to like Glock stuff. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the stuff I had, including the firearms. I'm going to try to work them in to more tool hauls because they are a legitimate tool like any other, and they have their own purposes, whether you like to shoot for recreational purposes or keep a firearm for home defense, or you enjoy getting out and hunt with your kids perhaps, and they're a legitimate tool, and I want to add them and include them into the tool haul videos that I make. So we'll be adding more as we go, and we also have some other videos coming down the line. I've got some new Milwaukee chainsaws I purchased. I got their M18 hatchet and their M18 10-inch pole saw, and the reason I bought them was for myself because we had an ice storm a week back, and I got to get out there and start clearing the yard from all the branches that fell down. So I'm going to do a full review on those for you, and see what you think of those. Pardon me. I'm a big fan of all Milwaukee's tools that I've ever encountered, and although I've never owned their chainsaws specifically, I had no reason to believe that they wouldn't be just as fantastic as everything else that they make. So I'm dying to get going with those and cut up all the branches that fell, and then I got to go help my dad out with his yard. So it'll be fun. I got a lot of use out of these, and my sister Leslie's going to be here to help too. So maybe we'll make a video with both of us. She's the one that helped me out in the restoration of the Snap-on toolbox. You can see the video that we did on those if you look back in the content that I've posted. So it'll be a ton of fun. We got some really good things coming up, and it's fun to do stuff with my sister and help out my dad with his yard and take care of ours. It's becoming a little overgrown. So not only do we have to do some regular pruning, but we're also going to get rid of all the stuff that fell off the trees. So that'll be a great opportunity to put these chainsaws through their paces and give you the lowdown on them. So do me a favor, click down here now to subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, use a tool. Don't be one.